Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Alconga, presenting a report for the inventory. So, inventory is referred to the raw materials, work in process, or yung tinatawag nating WIP, finished goods, and supplies that company holds for use in its productions, processes, or for sale to customers. So we proceed. Types of inventory. We have four types of inventory: the raw materials, work in process, finished goods, and the maintenance, repair, and operating supplies. So for the raw materials is these are the basic materials used in production process, or think of them as a building blocks of your final products. So we have an example here, wood for furniture, steel for cars, flour for bread, coil aluminum for empty can. So we focus here the example number one, as my experience, in currently I'm working with the one of the company who making empty can or katong lata. Coil aluminum is the main raw materials needed in making empty can or lata na hindi pa siya empty. So, coil aluminum is essential as one of our raw materials for making can before we use as a main uh, main uh, main materials to do for the empty can. So, number two is a work in process. This is the inventory that's currently being processed. It is a stuff that is in the middle of being transformed from raw materials to finished goods. So, in Dole Philippines, I'm currently working as a quality assurance, work in process or WIP na tinatawag namin. We highly example here the uh, fresh pineapple to making whip material o ginatawag nating work in process. So for the fresh fruit pineapple, we process or we produce or we make whip materials from the skin to produce a pineapple concentrate. So for number three, finished goods or tinatawag nating finished products. These are the products that are ready to be sold to customer. They are a final output of your production process. So, for the finished goods, we have some example here: a finished car, a loaf of bread, pair of shoes, and a juice in can. So, for the finished product, we explain here the juice in can. So, from raw materials, we use fresh fruit from the farm, which is the main ingredients for making a juice. Uh, for the work in process or whip, we can make juice in can from the skin of the pineapple, so which is called pineapple concentrate. So we can produce or we can make a finished goods as a juice in can. Yung mabibili ninyo sa supermarket na may tatak na Dole 100% pineapple juice. So for number four, maintenance and repair and operating supplies. These materials used to keep our operation running smoothly. So they are not directly incorporated into finished product, but essential for equipment maintenance and upkeep. So as an employee in a company, I notice always for the maintenance, repair, and operating materials or tinatawag nating MRO. Like sa amin, highly recommended yung mga chemicals, lubricants, food grade chemicals used in making machine machine work properly, chemicals for analysis for the physicochem, using titration in cutout to measures the or to analyze the finished product before we ship, so we can assure the quality is good, the customer is satisfied for making for buying our products. So sa maintenance and repair operating supplies, we include always here the chemicals to analyze the materials or the physicochem before the finished product or the product ship out or deliver to customers. Proceed for the classification of inventory. We have the ABC analysis and the fast-moving, slow-moving, and non-moving inventory. So for the ABC analysis, this is the method for classifying 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 inventory based on value. So we have A items. For the A items, these are the high value items that account a large percentage of a total inventory cost. They require tight control and careful monitoring. So for the B items, these are the items of moderate value and represent a moderate portion of our inventory cost. So for the C items, these are the low value items that account for a small portion of your inventory cost. They are required less stringent control. So in Dole Philippines or sa kampanya ginawa ko subong, we have this analysis. So this ABC analysis we conducted every 3 months or every quarter to do inventory using, so we currently using the SAP system for the inventory or over the world. The main for our inventory seeing is for the Singapore, which is all of the items are inventory through SAP. So for this A items, we example here the uh, high value items that account for a large percentage of total inventory. So this is the tinatawag na to na highly used materials. So we example here the ingredients, especially the ingredients, the raw materials used in a one company. So for the B items, moderate value or represent a moderate portion of the inventory. So I think for this is sa Dol kasi we itemized for the E items, for the raw materials and ingredients. So sa B items siguro namin yung mga raw materials na non-movable or hindi masyadong ginagamit, or it depends upon for the pack plan na for the pack plan for this week. So for the C items, the low value items that account for a small portion of your inventory cost. So sa diri siguro for the low value items, we example here the mga kanang mga uh, items used in samples like cellophane, um, label, I think label, um, mga lubricants, which is low value pero small items lang siya ang ginagamit. So we proceed fast moving, slow moving, and non-moving inventory. This classification focus on the rate which is inventory is sold. Sa fast moving items that sell quickly and have a higher turnover rate. So sa fast moving natin, we highly example here the the raw materials, ingredients like for the raw materials like empty can, ingredients like sugar, for sadol based example lang, um, labels, kiddies or katong ginatawag nato ng mga cartons. Or diri sa fast moving pwede naton ma-example diri ang mga based on paklan items naton. So we produce it, we sell quickly and have a higher turnover rate depende sa paklan or customer requests. For the slow moving items that sell slowly and have a slow turnover. So for sa Dole Company though, wala ko may nabalaan nga slow moving except siguro sa mga takeaways item namon nga ginapak for customer. So si Dole kasi na-include siya sa fast moving. So sa non-moving items, ah sa Dole, gina-avoid kini siya. Kay nga naman, wala kami nag-produce ang item nga wala siya sa paklan or hindi siya customer request because it is a loss of the company na hindi siya mabaligya. So for the critical inventory, this category includes the items that are essential for production or operation that shortage could significantly disrupt your business. Yes, si Dole, stricto gid siya in terms of inventory, especially sa raw materials, ingredients. Kasi, ipuya ba pack plan based on the weekly pack plan na ginagamit namon. Pag mag-release ang pack plan, we assure na si raw materials and the ingredients was or able or more or efficient to produce the items needs of the customers. So for the we have an importance for the inventory in operation management. We have for me the most important. So number one here is meet customer demand and having products readily available. So yun. Kaya kaya kami naga-base ni sa pack plan every week. We produce the based on the customer request and we deliver to the customer in a right time. Smooth production by buffering against fluctuation in demand. Yes, of course. We always in a safe or have a safe or advanced inventory. Hindi man siya kadamuan pero tama lang na maka-sustain sa production. So, number 3, take advantage of economic for sale purchasing materials in a bulk. Yes, si Dole always di siya may buffer or safekeep as always. Enable efficient operation by ensuring that the right time in a right place at a right time. Yes, of course. So, for this, we meet our customers' expectation and customer demand. So, we can do our inventory properly, efficiency, and effective inventory.